Hey guys, Psychic here, and welcome back to another episode of K Factory with me. Hello. I almost forgot what I was doing, and I just finished the last episode. So in the last episode, we talked about... Why do I still have this inventory? Well, we'll start with that. Oop, go away. Okay. So we finished the magic chapter by finishing our stuff with blood magic. We have also finished our stuff with the Botania. Talked to you about trying to make this more cave-like. I've been doing a lot of mining over there for the food quests, and also trying to darkening up some things without also creating a monster problem. So I ended the last episode talking about the different things that I have to talk to you guys about, and I think right now I'm gonna ignore the food stuff because I have not actually finished digging that out yet. If we get to that, we get to that. But for this particular episode, I think I want to talk about our challenge quests a little bit. So we have a couple things that we need to look at, and I think for right now, the easiest one would be for our creative fluid tank. So it's just infinite fluids using the create system. And all it is for your blood altar, it wants 1,000,000 blood, and just a fluid tank. And you gotta create a fluid tank. It's like so nice. So I'm just gonna make a fluid tank real quick. I mean, how hard could that be? Let's just do, yeah, I might even have one already, do I? Yeah, I don't even need to make one. I got one. There we go, fluid tank. But then you might ask, Zai, how are you gonna get 1,000,000 blood? You don't have a high enough altar. Yeah, I do. That was the other thing I was working on. I have made a tier 5 altar because we've had so many wither stars from working on our automatic wither system over there. I went ahead and just upgraded our altar all the way up to tier 5. If I go over here and crouch for you, tier 5. I've also made sure I have so many runes of capacity. And I had to do that because we need 1,000,000 blood, and I'm not going to sit here and wait. And just stab myself over and over, because that also isn't fun. It requires a lot of food. I have eaten so many baked vegetable melodies, I don't even know how to describe it. But yeah, so we have actually 118 buckets, which is well over 1,000,000 blood, I believe. I hope I did that right. Yeah, because each bucket is 1,000, so you only need 100 buckets. So I went a little overkill. But I think it should be just as simple as just tossing that in there and letting it soak it up. So let's go ahead and do that. Yep, and that's going to craft. So this might take a second. So while that's going, let's go ahead and look at what the other quests are. So we have a couple to look at. I still need to do the creative motor and the creative jetpacks. They're not hard, I just need more creative capacitors, and I hated doing that. Because simply, getting the ultimate catalysts, 4 of those, and you need all of these HP capacitors to be full. We have infinite energy now. That's not the problem. The problem is waiting, and I don't like doing that. So, I will get to those eventually. We're not going to worry about that now, especially because we have creative flight now, so we don't really even need the creative jetpack. And then the other one's the creative motor for the create, and at least I believe that's create. You're create, right? Yeah. But I don't need that either. I'm pretty much done with create at this point. So we'll craft them when they're needed, but, ooh, this is gonna take so long. We're only 33 buckets in. Also, I really hope I did my math right, because now I've got doubts. Because we're 81 buckets left. And it's 39. Oh, I hope I did my math right. Is it 1,000,000? Yeah, it's 1,000,000. That's 6 zeros. I don't know if I did my math right. Well, now I'm scared, so I'm gonna go turn this on. And get some zombies spawning. So that way this can fill as this is also taking. I doubt it'll fill as fast as it's taking, but we're about to find out. Yeah, I have a feeling I did my math wrong. See, what I'm trying to avoid doing is having to build more than one blood altar. I've found some tutorials, and all of them are like, we recommend having 3 different blood altars, all doing different things. And I'm like, I don't want to. I had the one. Oh. Yeah, I think I did my math wrong there. Well. Yeah. Maybe? I don't know. I think I did. That doesn't look anywhere near right. What did I do wrong? Is it 1,000? What did I... Why can't I math? You think I took calculus... My very first semester in college, I took calculus 1, and I made a B. which is pretty darn good because I took pre-calculus like 2 years before that. I didn't remember anything. Maybe that's my problem. I just don't remember anything. Oh yeah, I'm way off. Why did I think 1,000 times 100 is a million? It's only 100,000. Yeah, that's not enough blood. Never mind. Guys, I probably am wasting all of this blood because as soon as this fills, it's gonna start eating the blood. I'm just gonna leave this alone for a bit. Maybe it'll be fast enough. I have this set for the zombies should spawn no matter how far away I am from this area anyway. So... I doubt anything, actually, but, don't listen to Zai when it comes to math. She will be off by a lot. Quite a lot. She will give you 10% of what you needed. Okay, I don't know what to do about this now. I'm a little, like, flabbergasted that, like, I thought I had this all set. I need 1,000 buckets. And I don't even know if putting all of these as capacity runes would even do that, but I can try. But that will be done later. Yeah, I'm waiting for this to run out of buckets real quick so I can see how fast it's raining versus how fast it's gaining. Because I don't want to have to store the blood anywhere. I don't know how to do that. Would you move? Ow. 2928765 Yeah. The zombies is not. It's not doing it. I'm okay. I just lied to y'all about the fluid tank, and that's fine. I'm still gonna post this and show my stupidity so y'all don't follow in my footsteps. I'm gonna just leave this on so it can fill back up. Oh, darn it. I'm embarrassed. What else did I want to talk about? Let's just move on and ignore that. Well, we do also have the singularities we could start getting into, and I noticed, so we have crafted, and we did this a while ago, so I don't know why we haven't started this sooner, but I also am still not going to start it now. We have the quantum compressor, which will make all of our singularities that we need. And we need 5,000 of each item, and I don't believe this needs to be powered, so... yeah, that'll work. Or no, wait, it does need to be powered. Haha. Let's see. Where... I had a flux thing. Flux. There we go, flux point. I believe this is what I need. Yep, there we go. So we need 5,000 of each item in order to make each singularity. And some of these aren't too bad, like glowstone we could probably get, silver, any of the items that are like automatically mined we can get. But I've noticed that there's a couple in here that aren't exactly like, I won't say hard to get, but we don't have like enough of a system. And we'll start with the kelp. We need 5,000 kelp. And I have an automatic kelp system, but I believe, I could be wrong because it's been a bit. Yeah, I only have 1,000. So, either I need to wait 5 times as long, or I need to up my kelp game. But I don't know if I can grow kelp in the cloches. I doubt it. I'm gonna go look real quick. Let's go look in here. Because I've been, these 3 cloches back here, I've been kind of rotating. So one's got cactus, one's got melons. This one had pumpkins, but I'm growing mushrooms because I needed that. I could probably actually stop this one now. I needed this for the Botania one because I wanted to just to have a ton of them. I wasn't exactly sure how crazy I was going to get with the automation there. Excuse me. I'll put that up. I'm scared of it. Yeah, but I don't know, and I don't believe I can do the kelp in here. And if I did, is it sand? Sand makes sense. Yeah, it's not doing its little, the little light effect that it does. So you can't grow kelp in there. So we're gonna have to figure out a different way to do the automatic kelp. There's probably just a bigger, more efficient way of doing it the vanilla way, and that's probably what we'll do in the future. But some of these other ones aren't too bad. So, like, I think, like, one of them is diamonds. We can just throw 5,000 diamonds in there. And I don't know if I can just put... I don't even have 5,000 diamonds. Why did I think I had 5,000 diamonds? Huh. I got 3.9. Well, I do have a lot of iron. And I believe iron is one of them. Nothing's going the way that I thought it would. Yeah, iron. Let's just grab 1,000 iron. Or 5,000 iron. I don't even know how many stacks 5,000 is. I'm about to do some math. 5,000 items divided by 64 is 78 stacks. Oh, I don't have the inventory room for that. It's a little over 78 stacks. We'll just fill this. I think as soon as I start. What am I missing? What am I... How did I go from having such a great episode to having not a clue what's happening? Ultimate catalyst. Ultimate component. Okay, I need an ultimate catalyst. I got a little ahead of myself as I think what's happening. Let's put all this iron away. So to do that, I need more black iron. Got plenty of that. And then I need the ultimate components. I just need 4 of these. Meaning I need these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's not too bad. 1. Wait, I need more luminescence. We've got that. I've gotten things recently. That's 4 of those. And then I just need to do that, and then to the ultimate catalyst. Please make the thing. Yay! Okay, take it fast. I don't know if I... Can I put just a block in there? No. It has to be... the ingots. Which is fine. Okay, cool. I'm glad that it takes it instantly, though. That helps me a lot here. Just... Sometimes you do it so fast, it thinks it's still holding it, and it's not. Come on. I just want the 1 now. Just to make me feel better and that I'm on the right track for something. And I want to say this will most likely eat the ultimate catalyst. But as we just saw, that was not actually that hard to make, so I'm not going to complain about that one. I'll complain about other things, but not that one. I don't want to put too many in there. 200 more. 72. 8. It's doing, it just did a thing. Is it processing? How does this work? Do I have to put more? No? Okay, what did I do? Do I have to do anything else? I think it's just thinking about it real hard. I mean, it's doing a funky little animation. Oh! You can't really see it because it's in the flux point, but it's floating above it. I can't pick it up. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't want to hit eject because I don't want to... I did it! We got 1! We got 1 singularity when we got the iron one. Good job, guys. We did something today. Okay, so we got 1 out of, what did I say before? This is 18, 19, 21. So we got just 20 more to go. That's not too bad. I'm gonna put that right here. Come on. Don't start the whole lagging thing on me. Thank you. Okay, right there. We got the iron one. And did it eat the... No, it didn't even eat the catalyst, so you don't have to make a catalyst for each. Cool. Okay. So I got 1. A couple of these others, like I said before, won't be too bad. The wood might be a little interesting. Any of the alloys might be a little interesting just because I have to do that. So, but I need kelp and dried kelp, so I'm actually going to need a total of 10,000 kelp. Andesite alloy, I mean, won't be too bad. I have a lot of andesite, and I believe it's, yeah, just nuggets of iron, so that's not too bad. Slate, Ooh, yeah, that one is gonna suck a little bit. Because you need 5,000 blank slates, and each of those are 1,000. Yeah, I'm not doing that math. I can't do blood magic math, is what I've learned. But I need a lot of blood for that. Redstone's not bad. That's why I'm doing the cactus one. Coal, emerald, uranium, lapis. Electrum is one of those alloys. Shouldn't be too bad. And then steel, which is why I have my steel setup going. I have a little over 1,000 right now. It got backed up because the creosote oil wasn't, it got full. But I have another thing in there now. So, yeah. What I'll do off camera, obviously not right now, is I'll try to get the singularities that we do have, and then any of the ones that need to have some sort of automation behind them, I'll have those set up and explain those to you guys. The kelp one's going to be pretty self-explanatory. It's going to be exactly what we have set up in here, but much bigger and hopefully a little bit more efficient, because this one's not. But I won't be trying to do all of this, like, automation for, like, automatically smelting and getting it into blocks and blah, blah, blah. It's just creating the kelp, and I will do the smelting by hand. I don't care. So that one won't be too bad. The wood one, I can probably actually just go destroy the, Twilight Forest. Because I don't know if the wood one actually has to be any particular wood, now that I think about it. Let me... Yeah, it's just any 5,000 wood. Even the better end woods work, so I can just go destroy that. Because I don't think getting... What did I say? 78 stacks? A little over 78? I could probably do that. I could probably do that. I mean, I only have 59. I've been using the wood, though. But I can mine 64 things at a time if I got a big enough tree, so... That one shouldn't be too bad. Diamonds we gotta wait. Emeralds we probably gotta wait, because that is our system. And I could just mine a lot more. I've been mining so... Actually, my dank. I have 1.5 thousand emeralds and 1.1 thousand diamonds. So what did I say? I have... just under, but that's only if I get one per. If I multiply that... If I don't just smelt it, crushing, I always get at least 2 and can get a third... the crusher is only 2. I didn't know you can smelt the diamonds. Anyway, so crusher, so I can get an extra. So actually I do have enough of all of those, so that won't be too bad. The alloys I'll do by hand. Andesite alloy I can do by hand. So really the only funky ones we have is the kelp, I think. Because the cactus I have going. Slate. The slate as well. So the slate's going to be funky, but I have the automatic thing. I just need to make sure I get enough blood going. And then that should be it. We can get the rest of these relatively easy. The glowstone is going to have to be by hand as well. But I can silk touch a bunch of those and put those in here. Oh, you can craft it? Oh, using cinder flower. Oh, and that's just using netherrack. What do you pour on it? Potion. I don't want to make potions. Oh, I always get 4 if I put it in the crusher. Or I can use the Conjuring Catalyst from Viptania. I have infinite mana. This might be the way to do it. I'll just have to create one of these, and that's not hard to make. We can do all of that. Okay. Okay. We have a plan for that. Okay, I've talked so much about that. I did have one more thing I want to quickly squeeze in at the end of this episode. Because I wanted to talk, like I said, I wanted to talk about the challenges, but I actually focused on the completely wrong thing. I am sure that you all have noticed that on the map, I have this big area that I've just not talked about very much. And I know I've mentioned before of like, oh, maybe I'll make a cave down here that goes to like a secret area, and that's exactly what I've been working on. So y'all might have guessed that if any of y'all remember. But yeah, so I've been down here working on a little secret area for our mine colonies stuff. And I know it looks like crap so far. It's just a box. But believe me, this actually took a very long time. Because that's even before I upgraded my hammer. I only actually upgraded my hammer for the area up there. I didn't do this yet. But I have this neat little, like, cliff thing going on. And then around us we have some stuff. Why aren't you loading? There we go. And it doesn't look like much from up here, but I'm gonna go ahead and fly down here. And I'll also do the thing like I did for the lighting and making the ceiling not lit up, but I didn't do that yet here. I just have it all lit up. But this is the little area that I have, and I think it's cute. You go down here, up, or you go from up here. So assuming you don't have creative flight, you would just walk down here, split around, go onto this little rickety bridge that I have going here, and then get stuck here. And the reason I have that is with my normal villagers, I'm not sure if the Mine Colonies villagers will do this, but my normal villagers have a very bad habit of climbing to tall spaces and then jumping. And I don't want my Mine Colonies guys to do that, and I was trying to think of a creative way of preventing that without having to basically just build a whole wall around them either. So what I decided to do is, it's still a little dangerous over here, but they shouldn't wander that far, but we'll see. Because they can fall here, and I might try to do something funky with some walls or whatever, but I have it at least where they can't get higher than this, because if they walk over here, you physically cannot, even crouching, you physically cannot crouch through this spot right here, and there's no other way to get up, unless one of them turns into Spider-Man. So they shouldn't be able to hurt themselves really at all down here, and I think, like I said, here I might put in like some sort of wall, and then other areas, especially because now that I remembered I have the stone slabs that I can use, I can make it to like, they can't jump over a block obviously, so if I were to put a slab here, they could no longer jump up here anyway. In fact, I could do that just on the edge here so that they couldn't get even up that far, but we'll see what I decide to do. But as of right now, the plan is I have all of these out here because they're outlining the buildings that I want. And originally I was going to have a lot more buildings, and then I discovered I really don't. One, for the quest, because if we're just going to pay attention to the quest is only asking for a level 5 town hall. So it's not even asking for all of these different buildings for you to have a functional village. It just wants the town hall. And technically, at least when I used to play with Mine Colonies, all you would need is the builder and the town hall. You would just get your builder up to tier 5, and then you can build any other buildings up to tier 5, and you wouldn't even have to worry about it. So I still wanted this to look kind of like a village, though. So at the front, I have towers. I have one on each side, which kind of works with the theme of this. And then if we just go down here, over here, I have a lumberjack. I'm going to have a miner. I didn't label this one. I'll tell you what that is once I figure it out. Why didn't I label these? I labeled all the other ones. The town hall is going to be back here. This is going to be a house. This is going to be a bakery. And then this will be the farm. So if that's going to be the house, I have a feeling that that's going to be the tavern? Because I didn't say tavern anywhere, right? Yeah. I believe it's going to be tavern then builder, or it's builder then tavern. I don't know why I didn't label those. I have a little MS Paint thing somewhere that has it labeled for me. But I have it that way. And then this little pit here was going to kind of mirror what I have up there with our house, trying to do like kind of a ravine type situation. I think in the end, I'm going to kind of smooth this out a little bit more. I think what's going to happen, and don't quote me on this because I don't know once I actually start building it, but I'm going to keep it kind of like a ravine over here up, and then the farther you get closer to the town hall, I'm going to have it slope down so that these are actually going to be physically lower anyway. And then I kind of want to put a well somewhere over here, but I didn't label that one. So that's the plan so far. I think it'll look nice. It's definitely overkill. And also not going to be entirely functional. Now, of course, I have the miner and the forester, or lumberjack, whatever you want to call it. So those will kind of help with it being semi sort of functional, even with the bakery. But I believe normally with Mine Colonies and in my test world, there's like these little prompts that come up to kind of help you with your colony. But it kind of wants like a restaurant, your warehouse, your courier that goes with the warehouse, and stuff like that. But I just don't physically have the space for it, and this was as much as I was willing to dig out. And I'm still gonna have to dig more just to shape the darn thing, let alone actually having space. So, yeah, that's what I've been up to down here. And I'll try to keep y'all updated, because if y'all have ever done mine colonies before, yeah, you do get to tell, like, a different person to do the builds for you, so you don't have to do anything like that. But unless you do have a fully self-dependent village, you do still have to give them the items. So since I'm not going to go as far into building as, like, a stone masonry and similar things like that, the only thing this is going to make is wood and stone, I guess, because I don't even know if this miner will get the same drops I do when you mine. I would assume so, but I don't know for sure. And then they can't do anything with them, especially because I don't have the courier, so it's not going to carry it to other buildings, so that's something I would have to do by hand anyway. So, definitely could be more efficient. I just want something I can't say super simple, because I could have went super simple, but something on the simpler side that still kind of looks neat. So that's the thing, is I'm going to have to bring materials to the builder as he asks for them, especially because when you get to the higher, I'm sorry I keep hitting the button. I'm wanting to stroke y'all out, apparently. Get to the higher ones. It's not mine colonies. It's part of mine colonies, and I always forget. What's the wand called? It's from that mod. Structurize. Structurize. It's gonna ask for a bunch of different frames and such, especially what the type that you're going for. And my style is gonna be medieval spruce, just so y'all know. That looked the best for me. But all of these different blocks, I mean, they're not too bad to craft, as you could see, like, if I wanted to do a vertical spruce brown stone brick timber frame. Super specific, but okay. All it is the planks, the stone, and the build tool, so it won't be super hard to deal with. In fact, anything I think it's going to ask about for roof tiles the most, and I think for me it's going to be light gray, gray, and cyan. And these aren't hard. It's just a matter of doing them. So if this will let me out of my inventory... No! Come back! I need that. Thank you. That's my silk touch. I think we're gonna leave it off here. So in between episodes, like I said, I'm gonna work on the singularity stuff just to kind of push us towards that, because I really want the infinite storage part, because that's the big thing. As soon as we get the infinite storage part, we basically have infinite storage. So, like, with the mine colony stuff, I wouldn't actually have to craft these 1,000 times anyway. I would make, well, 8 clay acacia, because that's what it does. Or clay, whatever you want to call it. Clay whatever. Clay shingles. We'll just go with that. If you want to make that, craft it once, and then you have infinite of it because of the infinite storage part. So, I think we want to really work towards that. That, and also with the creative stuff, I would only have to make, one of the HP capacitors that are full. That'll be super nice. And then also I can lean towards the infinite fluid storage part, because I'm going to have to make the ultimate singularity twice anyway. One just to make the infinite storage part, and then another time if I want infinite of it, so, which I wouldn't need, but I could do. And maybe we can get infinite blood. So the challenge stuff is going to be really helpful for a lot of that anyway. So I'm going to focus on that, I think, and then we'll come back to the food. It's kind of funny that we're doing the food last, because that's usually the most important thing in mod packs like this, but that's just how I did it. So I'll also try to finish mining out all of our stuff for the food, and maybe start planning out how our buildings are going to look and that sort of thing. I think it'll look nice, and I hope y'all are enjoying this so far. I know we're scooching ever so close to the end, but never quite enough. So no, that sounds like I want it to end. I don't. Never. The end is always so far, but that's not a bad thing. It just means there's more room for exploring and learning and that sort of thing, so I'm really excited for this. We've been doing this for over a year. I think a year and a half now. Yeah, because well, I'm recording this in July, and I think y'all are going to see this in August. Ooh, I'm starting school again. Oh. But yeah, I think I have enough words to say. I've been talking for a while now. This was only supposed to be 20 minutes, and here I am at 30. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any tips, tricks, or anything like that, I would greatly appreciate it. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye! Ooh, didn't mean to fly.